minutes early. What's up, everybody? SrSpookfest here. So, we are back at the beach because the last time I was here, I caught some shadows. I had some weird lights in the sky. It was very cool, so I wanted to come back and do this one again. It's been a while. I think it's been over a month. So, what's up? What are you guys saying? Mysteries Untold, Dragon Ranger, Friday House, what up? I literally just walked here, so it's gonna be fun. Let's see if we can see any more shadows. I'm gonna make sure the flashlight's out in front of me so we can see the whole beam of light. I don't know what it was, but my wife did say maybe something crawled in front of the flashlight and I just didn't notice. But it was weird, so we're gonna get out the flashlight and take a walk. And that was right to my right. Maybe I'll go left. Try in a different area. Let me grab the flashlight. I did just throw up a post too that the Willoughby spit ghost. That little story. But there's fun facts about this beach that I never knew. I just read about today. One of the first airplane from sea to land happened right on this beach. Okay, well, this beach has changed a lot. An airplane in 1910 took off from a ship and then landed along this beach. Hey, a pineapple and some flowers. That's cool. White roses and a pineapple. Leaving gifts. Yeah, this is actually looking a lot different. I think we'll go this way. But yeah, 1910, the first airplane landed on this beach from taking off from a boat way out in the ocean. I think 3 or 4 miles. Now, I'm wondering if I should go back to the same spot. Well, let's take a walk down this way. Another thing, 2024, I believe 3 bodies washed up on this beach. I do not hope to... Oh. My flashlight keeps going out. I just charged this to 95%, and now it's at 52. Probably can't see that. Crap. Well, I had it at, and it just keeps dying. I didn't bring another flashlight, but I'm still gonna set up some equipment. We'll walk down this way a little further. And the last time I was here, the shadows that ran in front of the flashlight, I didn't notice the first one, but the second one, I think I noticed something go by, and who knows? It happened like 3 times, so I'm hoping we can get that again. So hopefully my flashlight keeps working. Stupid thing. But I also had Spectra Whispers on here, and she noticed that the 2 lights over this bridge right here were not on flight radar, so. And they were moving weird, like just not moving. Usually the helicopters and planes just go past, they don't sit over one area. I think it was for like a good 5-6 minutes too, and then they started moving. But having weird experiences on this beach before, with like seeing, I thought I saw somebody standing next to the ocean, and then he was just gone. I think I was like, all right, I'm done, and left the beach. Freaked myself out. There's a regular plane. So, how is everybody? It's good to be back doing a live, having fun. Started getting snow last night. It's coming down and it's supposed to last until Monday. Oh, Fawn. What's up, Cat? Hi, Fawn. Sir Pump, how you doing? Yeah, I'm gonna go down this way a little ways, a little further, and then I'm gonna set up some stuff. See if we can get some of the similar activity from my last investigation. Hope everybody's doing good. We had a great Halloween. Riley and the baby were both pumpkins, and so was the mama. And he got like 7 pounds of candy probably. Yeah, maybe right up here somewhere. I'll stop and set this stuff up and see if we can get anything. Maybe if I turn my flashlight on low, it will last longer. Should have grabbed my other flashlight. This is the mega flashlight, and it keeps stop working. Just Alright, well, should I keep going or should I stop here? You drinking tea? Yes, I'm glad I'm back in the live world Friday. It's a lot more interesting when things happen on a live chat anyway. I do like to film sometimes. It's a little bit easier than doing the live chat and see if I get stuff, but when things happen and it's live, it's way better. I gotta fix my backpack. What's up, 10 people? So, we are on the Willoughby Spit Beach, and this beach has stories of a shadow man walking around. And I've actually had some weird things. About a month ago, I had some weird shadows go past the flashlight. I'm still not sure what it was. Could have been something crawling in front of my flashlight on the ground. Maybe. I didn't notice anything. I didn't see any little crabs or anything. That just freaked me out. Okay. It's not a person. There's like a pillar next to that white sign. Alright. I think I'm going to set up over here. And pretty clear night out, so if any weird lights go by, I'll make sure to point them out. Yeah, I can see Orion's belt, I can see the star systems, so good chance if any weird falling objects, because I just seen something fell in Florida. Might have been a burning up like satellite or rocket booster or something, because they're doing launches too. I believe NASA just sent two satellites to Mars, I believe. I just checked and it's snowing lightly in Muncie. Oh, I do not want the white stuff. It's pretty warm here. Hey, Spectral Whispers, what's up? My sis-in-law, how you doing? Yeah, thanks, Michael. Share some other people's channels and stuff. I'm gonna set up actually right up here, but you could see like some of that stuff right there. That's maybe what people are seeing, and they're spooking themselves, a pillar in the distance. But not what I saw, not on camera. I do see some lightning in the distance. Uh-oh, I better set up and hurry up. Actually, lightning might be a good thing for paranormal activity. I mean, they say they draw energy and electricity, so one possible theory. Let's set this up. Let's set up a few items and see if we get anything. Hello, I'm Ryan. I've been here a few times. Oh, and I got a brand new battery for the REM pod. I got my trusty millimeter. They always tell me the temperature. If it changes enough, I'll tell you. So it's 68 degrees. It's pretty nice out. Hopefully it doesn't start raining. K2 just in case. S-Box. That's all I brought for this one. I do have the manual items. I got a bell and a music box. So the little music box, just a little turn handle. If you like that, you can come and turn this handle. I think it is a tune from like Pirates of the Caribbean too, so supposedly the Shadow Man of Willoughby Spit is an old sea sailor that drowned from a storm. I'm just fixing the camera, one sec. Alright, and I'm gonna put the flashlight like that. Hopefully we can see the flashlight. Let me push it forward. And I'll set up the REM pod. There is a bit of wind, but yeah, so good to be back. I've had a few weird things happen since, and I just haven't been filming. And the last thing me and my wife were, I think it was, yeah, All Hallows Eve, and we were sitting on our bed, and all of a sudden we heard 3 knocks on the door. I was like, I'm not answering it, and she didn't even get up. And then I hear light singing from like a woman's voice and some music, and it sounds like right outside our window. So I jumped up, paused the TV, went and looked, and there's nobody outside, nobody around. And I'm like, that's weird. That was weird. So the 3 knocks and then somebody singing, pretty lady's voice, sounded like it was right outside our window. It was weird. There's also a bell here. If you would like, you can hit the bell. That was me. Now it is a little windy, so it might go off. I think that's just wind. It is a brand new battery, but yeah, I think that's just from the wind. REM pod might not work tonight. But we've had a few other things that have happened, and since the last time I was here, got some weird lights and something go past the flashlight. So, hi, I'm Ryan. If you could show yourself again, I would love that. Well, I mean, it's really not that windy. Maybe I'll reset it. I'm going to try it without the antenna, because that's what makes it beep if it's kind of windy. So if you are here, could you set off that little red light on the ground or touch the bell? Since the last time I was here, I do believe you might have ran past or shown yourself a little bit. Could you do that again? All these devices are here for you. I know you're around. I've seen you, or believe I did. If you want to say anything, or... Yeah, here comes a regular airplane. Oh, good. Cat sub to fawn. Yeah, make sure you guys share out your channels. Thanks, Michael. Hi, hun. It's I-420 Witch. Yeah, so I do think once in a while you can get those kind of shadows, or even real, like, stuff moving once in a while. I'm hoping I get some more tonight, since it's the first time I've been out in like a month doing live. I'm right behind the camera. Okay, temperature change on the REM pod, but that's to be expected. Could you talk to me? Did your ship sink around here? So part of the story goes that he'll be walking on the beach alone and looking for his ship that sank, and he usually will warn of big storms coming in, and I guess tomorrow it's going to be a storm. Octoman. What's up, Octoman? Everybody. I got lucky last time, so I'm hoping that's why I wanted to do this again. But I do think the next one I want to do is that Crawford Road. It's a bridge, like tunnel area out in the woods. And supposedly you might see a lady in white, or even a lady hanging from the bridge, the ghost of a woman. Well, there's creepy stories out there. I mean, there were bodies that washed up on this beach at 2024, which one was a 63-year-old man, one was a woman, and then I don't remember the other one, but lots of tragedies here. There's a little box over there with a handle. Do you think you could turn that? It just makes music. Or there's a bell. I'm glad my flashlight didn't die out on me all of a sudden. So the last time I was here, I thought I saw you run past the light. Could you do that again? I am seeing big flashes of lightning, so I don't know how long this will last if it starts raining tonight, but pretty far off in the distance. Could you make that little red light on the ground go off, turn different colors? Especially without the antenna. I think that if it does go off now, then there is no reason that the REM pod should go off. It doesn't have the antenna on it, so... What year did you die? Yeah, definitely lightning off in the distance over there. Hopefully it doesn't start raining right now. But let's try the spirit box. I've had some It's probably the most annoying thing, but most annoying tool, but we can try it.
Xbox.
So there's a little box there too that is standing up. Could you change the numbers on that? Let's see if we get anything on this silly Xbox S-Box.
Danny, AM.
Could you say my name? Hi, I'm Ryan. I kind of live near Bridgewater Triangle. Yeah, I grew up there and have some pretty good pieces of footage if you go back in my old videos and check them out. Could you tell me your name? That's a good idea. What's the only thing left in my bag? My little red backpack has one item left. I didn't hear anything there, but should you want to talk? I think I saw you the last time I was here. You can probably talk through this. What was the name of your ship that sank? Yeah, how cool would it be if it gave me a name and then I looked it up and it was the ship? Tell me the name of your ship. It said then, but that's all I heard then. Do you think you could say my name? Try and say Ryan? Hey Adrian, what's up? Yeah, there's some big lightning coming. Alright, I'm not getting anything off of that, so I'm just going to stop that. We'll try again in a minute. I have some items here. Could you actually touch some of the physical items? There's a bell. Okay. REM pod is temperature change tone, but the indescribable Octoman. Yeah, Bridgewater Triangle, should definitely check it out if you get a chance. There's a few spots in that area that are really cool. Damn, yeah, there's a big storm moving this way. Hopefully I get a little bit longer. So, I'm gonna play this little music box. If you could run in front of this light. Friday, that's a good idea. Get like a little glass dome to put over the bell. I still would be incredibly impressed if this little music box or that bell ever rang. Because the bell you actually have to hit, so that would be very interesting. If you could do that for us, I'd be very happy. I mean, no disrespect, I'm just trying to see if we could actually communicate. I heard dogs. It's probably a loose dog, somebody's puppy. Were you the only person aboard the ship? Did you make a noise or touch one of these objects in front of me here? Now, I haven't really been paying attention. Make sure you let me know if anything goes past the light. We got people walking towards us. What I'll probably do is head down the beach and go back to the original spot and see if we can see anything. Just because I don't want random people, and that storm is on its way, so I better hurry up. Try it in the original spot. Everything's working. Let's see if we 0.3, but that's probably just because I'm holding it now. Let's go to the original spot and see if we can do the same thing before any rain. But this way looks clear. It's just there is lightning and a storm coming that way. And my flashlight just died again on me. Come on. Yeah, I gotta get a better one. I have like 3 more. I just grabbed the big one this time so I could see really far. And actually I still have 48%, so should last a while. Now, the first time I thought I saw the shadow dude was along the shoreline. Let's just take a walk along the shore. If my flashlight wants to keep working. I don't know why that red light just came on. Oh, maybe I hit a button. I did come out on the beach earlier with Alicia, and we saw a dead sturgeon, which are pretty cool. They have their own armor plating shells on them. It was a big one. If you're around, could you show yourself? Big lightning. Oh, there goes some people walking. I haven't seen any weird lights, just lightning. One airplane went past, but let's see if there's anybody who wants to communicate, maybe. Alright, let's go over to the original spot where I got the shadows and before it rains. Now I'm hearing things though, it's just too close to the shore. Yeah, check out the lightning. Yeah, so I'm hoping the next one, maybe I'll go to that Crawford Road. Fort Monroe is right over there somewhere. And I do gotta get back there. Hopefully I don't get kicked out again. I would like to get the same setup and see if I can get more footsteps under quarters 1 where Abraham Lincoln stayed. If I could do the same type of setup, that would be great. What are you guys saying? Ha! Trolls. Hey Susan, what's up? Central Massachusetts Paranormal. How you doing? Hopefully when I come up there the next time I will be doing investigations. It was definitely weird going up there and not doing any investigating in the Bridgewater Triangle, but man, flashlight. Alright, we're getting closer to where I originally set up. If my flashlight would work. Let me know if you guys see anything, because I'm not watching my phone, but alright, hold on. And should have fixed that. There we go. Could you let me know if you're around? Give me some kind of sign. Alright, here's the pipe. I just gotta go past this and then we'll be at the original spot. It's not far. Yeah, so while I was up there, we did think we heard my mom's voice in the kitchen, me and my sister. And we went and checked and there was no cats in there or nobody in there. That was kind of an odd one. I've had a few other things, like I said, the 3 knocks on the door on All Hallows Eve, and then weird, like, woman singing, and you could kind of hear some music, so I got up and went and looked, and there was nobody around outside, out front. I'm looking out the side of the house, I'm like, nope. Okay, that was weird. But that happens every once in a while. I do think there is some stuff around my house. Probably bringing stuff home. Oops. I do sage my house and stuff though. And alright, so I was right around this corner. There's a bunch of people up there. No, because I don't want people yelling on a porch. That will just ruin it. I guess we're just going to go back this way a ways so I can't hear them. Damn. Big lightning coming in. Hopefully I can do this for another half hour or so. Hopefully you will show yourself to me if you'd like to communicate. Let me know. You can even poke me in the shoulder. I bet you can't. You can't do shit. You can't show yourself. try a little provoking. You wouldn't even show yourself. Too much of a beach. Alright, well, I'll go back down this way a little bit and then we'll just stop right up here and set some stuff up and see if we can get anything. But now I'm back far enough away from those people where I can't hear them. Yeah, so 2024, I think, right around here, some bodies washed up, and one guy named Steven, if you're around, would you like to say anything or show me you're here? I'm very sorry for your loss to you and your family. And then I can't remember the woman's name, but you too, very sorry. Alright, so I shouldn't have even packed up and left, but we'll do it right over here. See if anything happens. I've been here a few times before. I believe I've seen you and heard you before. Yeah, definitely next one's going to be a different spot, but Crawford Road does kind of creep me out. I've heard it can be dangerous and cops frequent the area and stuff, so I'll have to be really careful. Fort Monroe is still one of my favorite spots near me that I could go to, that I'm 100% sure pretty much that it's haunted. Alright, well, you get that white light in the background on that sign, so that's a good backdrop. If my flashlight doesn't keep dying. Let's see. Yeah, I'll be alright. I got 40% left. Alright. Oh. Corner of my eye, I just seen something. Okay. Is that you? Alright, let's just set back up right where I was. Pretty much. I'm not going to be here much longer, but I have a few items here. If you could, set any of them off. I'm going to try the S-Box one more time. temperature change. The kid across the road knows he does reviving and motor booming and music for hours, and the other around here are always yelling for him to turn it down. Oh, it's not good. That sucks. Beach party. Yes, come join me and let me know you're here. I'm going to try the S-Box one more time. And I haven't seen anything in the sky except for that lightning.
S-Box.
You should be able to try and speak through this device I'm holding.
Scanning. AM.
If you could tell me anything about what happened. Did your ship sink? Oh, it said sink. That was right away. What is your name? It said sink again. So we understand your ship sank. What's your name? Could you turn this red light out in front of me on different colors? It changes different colors if you touch it. Said no something. I'm not sure. There's a little music box there. You think you could turn that handle? Yeah, I did ask the name of the ship earlier. Could you tell me the name of your ship? I'm gonna have to check that again. I don't know what that first thing said. What's the name of your ship? Does the electricity over there, the lightning, help you? You can drain all the devices if you need more juice. Hi, Laura. Good to see you. Yeah, I just put it up yesterday and was like, yeah, I'm going to go live at the same place, see if I could get any shadows going past the light again. Or... Hi, Julianne, what's up? So that did say sync twice, and now it's saying something else. I can't really understand it. What's your name? I did ask if the ship sank, and it said sank, so that was interesting, but... Could just be coincidence. Armada. I heard that. So you were part of an armada. What year? Today is 2025. What year was it for you? I don't know what that said. Coincidence, yeah. But interesting still. What was the name of your ship? Did you... It said ship. Did you have cannons? How many cannons did you have on your ship? 30. Oh, that was interesting. You had 30 cannons on your ship. That seems like a lot. Was it a wooden ship? A tall ship? That millimeter, oh, you probably can't see it. I don't think I can zoom in. I just said like 4.8. Said listen and then sync again, I think. But could you say my name? I'm Ryan. Alright. Could you do anything else? There's some items over there that you could touch. There's a little music box. There's a bell. If you could ring the bell, I'd be very impressed. I'm gonna stop this S box. It's so annoying. Let's take a walk down further down the beach in a few minutes here. And then on the walk back, we'll just keep our eyes peeled. There's some big lightning over that way. Could you maybe... Oh, the melt meter fell over. Could you maybe walk in front of that flashlight so I could see you? I think you did that last time. I'd like to see that again. Well, it's almost Thanksgiving, Turkey Day. What was the name of the ship again? I have no idea. It doesn't give a record, but this was like 1700s, 1600s. A couple of, some of the like this whole area has the most shipwrecks from here to all the way to North Carolina. There's over like 3,000 shipwrecks, and like right in this area there's about 500 they estimate. But they did find what they think is a Spanish galleon about a mile off behind that bridge, and that's from 1580, I believe, that one I read about. And they found some old like cannon stuff and some of the debris, like not much of the wood, but anything that was metal was left there. I think they're doing an archaeological dig there probably now. They still haven't taken up much of it, but there's a ton of shipwrecks over here. Some of my favorite ships were actually right in front of Fort Monroe, so actually right over that way. The ironclad, like armor-plated boats, ships, the steamships, those were really cool. One of them was said to have a war for like 5 days, just shooting cannonballs back and forth at each other, and eventually one of them sank, I think. Oh, your house is haunted? My house might be a little haunted. We see shadow figures and stuff moves once in a while. I had one where I stuck the elf in a shelf inside of a light, so it was like the bulb of a light, and I stuck it inside of the sconce, and it popped out and actually fell on the floor and went like 3 feet. And my mother-in-law was like, "What the fuck? That shouldn't have happened." We were all like, "How the hell did that just happen?" "1700 golden age of piracy." There's a ton of pirates. I mean, Blackbeard's head was hung on a pike maybe a quarter mile past that. Not even, yeah, a mile past this bridge. Like, it's right down the street where there's a marina there where they hung his head on a pike for years. Very piratey area, lots of shipwrecks, old sailor stories of seeing the green flash, or which is a famous one at night. If you're out on the ocean, you'll see a green flash, and it's said that a soul's coming back from the other side or something like that. There's different legends for it. But the spook lights or UFOs, like orbs and stuff, that shows up a lot around here. I would love to see something like that, but I don't even see a plane in the sky right now or anything. So, not even behind me. Nope. Yeah, there's one church I would like to investigate with, it has a pirate ship cannonball still stuck in the side of the wall. I'd been there once during the day and just walked around, did a little explore. And it's too close to streets and roads. It's like surrounded by roads. So it would just be way too loud and too many people. It's like a downtown area. Cool little graveyard though. And the church was really cool. The cannonball's probably a 6-inch cannonball stuck in the side of the church. I mean, the town over here, that's Hampton, and that all burned down back in the day, and the only thing standing was the St. John's Cemetery, and I plan on getting back to that. I don't know what that scream was. Could be a person at one of the houses over there. It sounded a lot closer. I heard a bit of a scream. Okay. Of course, I was talking. 15 cannons per side, that's pretty badass. That'd be a big, tall ship. I mean, it's possible. 30 cannon, sure, but that'd be one. And he did say Armada on the Spirit Box one time, which is cool. I don't know how well you guys could hear it on there, but I heard that pretty clearly. And right after I asked if your ship sank, it did say sink twice. So sometimes you can get lucky with that stuff. I'd still really rather this bell go off. If you could do that for me, I would be very happy. I'll leave you a present. Been here a few times before. You can show yourself if you want and let me know you're here. Maybe it has something to do with Spanish Armada. I don't know if the Spanish Armada came through here. There was a lot of pirates. There was a lot of the East India Trading Company or whatever that was. That stuff. I mean, Civil War stuff happened around here. A whole bunch of Revolutionary War stuff way before that. Pocahontas wasn't far from here. John Smith was a real guy, if you didn't know that. He actually went to that, John Smith went to the St. John's Church a couple times, I think, and there's a tribute box to Pocahontas for something. I forget what it is. I'd have to read it again, but yeah, Pocahontas was from around here. Some witches. The last witch to get dunked was actually not far from here, right on the other side of that bridge. The Witch of Pogo. I forget her real name. I've done the story on it a few times. But she was the last woman to be put into the ocean. They even tied a 15-pound Bible with chains around her neck. She survived, eventually being acquitted of witchcraft and lived to be 82. I've been to her statue. Sherwood, I think her real name was. I can't remember the first name. Sarah, it might have been. Julie, I knew your ex has experienced a little, but my daughter experienced plenty too. Very cool. I've had too many experiences. I've had a lot of weird things happen. I wish something had happened now. We might go walk up that way and then turn around and come back. And just keep our eyes peeled for any shadow bastards. You won't do it. You won't show yourself. Come on. Make a noise. Alright, well, I'm going to pack up this stuff and I'm going to walk up the beach and then come back. If you'd be kind enough to show yourself, I'd be very happy. Let me pack this up. Thank you if you did communicate with the radio there, yes, stops. We're going to walk up the beach. If you'd like to do anything, to let me know you're here. I might try that more with the REM pod with no antenna, just so it's harder for it to go off. Usually it doesn't go off, but if there's enough of a breeze with the antenna on, it will. Okay, let's just take a walk. Fix this. Got sand in it. if you'd like to show yourself, I wouldn't mind. I would actually really enjoy that. Danger, obstruction. Thank you, Fawn. I'll be back with the next one. I'm definitely doing a different location. Got like nothing really this time because S-Box could just be radio, who knows. But I was hoping to get more shadows. Maybe in review we might have got something and I just didn't notice. But I will be back soon. Some cool lightning. I mean, it was a good night for it. It's not too cold. Damn flashlight. Yeah, hit the like and sub. I have a ton of other videos and I'm definitely doing more haunted locations. I'm gonna do the St. John's Cemetery, which is from 1610. I'll get there again soon. Fort Monroe, of course. I don't care if it gets cold, I'll just bundle up and go try. Oh, and I did put new batteries in all that stuff, so I gotta get some like motion sensor lights and see if that works. There's some cheap ones I saw that just activate if you walked in front of it. That'd be cool to set up, especially like at Fort Monroe or somewhere where I've had footsteps walk up to me. Yeah, I've had some weird stuff happen at the St. John's Cemetery. It's like one of the oldest ones, around 1610. And something knocked on a tree. That was one of the videos I actually was watching the other day and kind of just forgot about because I've done so many investigations. But I did get a couple knocks on a tree behind me in the cemetery. And I believe there's a little girl buried there that was the first girl born in Jamestown. So the first person to be born in America is buried there. Jamestown and Williamsburg is another historical area I'd like to go and visit. Now, I don't think they'd let me investigate in those areas, but near there, like Yorktown, I did some battlefield areas, and yeah, that was a fun one. I'd done that one a few times, but the last time I wasn't allowed to be out there and the cops came, and so I can't do that one again. If you were around tonight, thank you. If you'd like to show yourself, I'd really appreciate it. I'm not scared. Okay, just slight weird noise behind me. Probably didn't hear it, but it wasn't like water, it was like something kicked a rock. Okay. See, maybe that's something, but it could just be a little crab running across. I don't know. It's those small things that sometimes you don't notice, but you gotta take into account everything. It gets really tricky sometimes, especially near the ocean. This is one of the harder places to investigate. I'm glad it wasn't too windy or anything. But I think I've had my fun. We'll definitely be doing another haunted location soon, do a live. Before that, I'll probably go live and do another conspiracy theory that I've been thinking about doing. And just hang out, chat for a while, maybe do some drinks and chat about another conspiracy theory. I'm not going to say which one yet so I can surprise you. But I have a few that I love. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. Something is like kicking the sand or something behind me while I'm going, it sounds like. I don't think you guys can hear it, but later, Friday House. Have a good one, everybody that's taking off. Thanks for coming in. Be aware when cold weather hits, sound travels further and faster and more dense. Yeah, definitely. False EVPTs. I didn't even bring my voice recorder. I should get that thing working again. I think if I change the battery and play with it for a few, it will work again. I gotta get a new one if it doesn't. But I have a few other ideas for like the motion sensor lights. There's a couple other things I would want, but I don't want to spend a bunch of money. I like the manual operated objects. Hopefully that actually works one day. Just got to get to another location at the right time. Yeah, so actually the thing I said about the airplane flying off a boat for the first time and landing on land was on this beach in 1910, or it might have been 1914, but that was actually tonight, like today, the 9th of November. So the anniversary of a plane landing on here. Yeah, my flashlight is dying too. It's usually way brighter than that. Well, thank you if you did communicate. I will be back. All right. Let me get to the exit and then I'll sign off. I don't think much happened tonight, but still fun to get out and investigate. It's been a while. Alright, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this. I will be back. One thing I didn't do. Oh, flashlight died. Tell me if you see anything behind me while I'm doing it. While I'm not looking. You can creep up behind me if you'd like. I do wonder about that. I'm going to start doing that some more where I'm not looking. I am just... Alright guys, I will be back with another Explore soon. Do another live chat. Really hope you enjoy this. I will be back. Look for the next one, probably be a conspiracy theory, and then we'll do another investigation, probably Crawford Road if I can get over there, or the Fort Monroe again, maybe a cemetery. Later. Peace out, everybody.